Lost World. I'm here with
Aaron Weber from Sega. And the level we're looking at right here, this is what we started showing off back at E3, but we've made a few changes along the way. This is the very first level in the game. You'll see here that Sonic's speed has been changed quite a bit. You have a lot more control over Sonic. That's his normal walking speed. Then you have a run speed by holding down the right trigger like that. And then finally the left trigger will do a spin dash, and that looks a little something like that. And so the game also features, in addition to the new controls, a new parkour system. And that's meant to keep momentum going. So if you're running and you run onto a wall like that, you can do a wall run. If you hit an obstacle like a tree, you can run up the tree just like that. And what that does is it keeps that flow and that speed going. In previous Sonic games, you would kind of hit something and just come to a dead stop. And we wanted to find a way to fix and address that, and that's what the parkour system is all about. So beyond that, the game has 6 brand new enemies. They're called the Deadly Six, and you might see more of those in just a bit. We also have a few new levels that we're going to show off today beyond this level. So my friend Sam is playing. He's our producer for the game. And he's going to get us to the end of the level now. He's just going to kind of run through it and I'll kind of talk over while he's playing. Every level has multiple paths to it. Every level has all sorts of different ways that you can go. It has collectibles. You rescue the little animals that you recognize from previous Sonic games. There are also red star rings. We'll see more of those soon. Right here's a good example of multiple paths. He's got like 4 different options here. This is a Wisp from Sonic Colors. It's the Laser Wisp. He uses the gamepad to activate it, and then he uses the gamepad again to kind of figure out where he wants to aim it. And then he flicks whenever he's ready. And just like that, he uses the lasers to not only wipe out the enemies, but to reflect through the prisms and to get to the next part of the level. All the enemies that you've seen are little Easter egg references to enemies from previous games. The Moto Bugs and some of the guys you've seen are from Sonic 1. And then the Chameleon you saw right there, also an enemy from the old Sonic games. You can spin dash when using parkour to get up to places you couldn't normally reach, like right there, that tall tree. So you use the spin dash there. And then right here, the ground kind of falls out underneath us, so you have to kind of go really fast and make sure not to stop. It's going to happen again right here. The bell that he's kicking around, if he can kick it enough times, turns into a red star ring. It's pretty easy in this first part of the level. The hardest part actually is coming up right here, where he has to kind of stop to hit it. Perfect. And then he goes on to grab it. In later levels, the bell is going to bounce all over the place, and you're going to have to kind of keep an eye out, because it might get to some places that are very difficult to get to, but that's the challenge and the fun of it. Right here, he's got another set of options as to where he wants to go. He's going to take the higher route. Here's a spot we changed since E3. You might have noticed is not here. You can now free these capsules of little animals, and it's got a running tally of the animals on the left, top left of the screen. There are 54 right now. At the end of the level, it's going to tell him how many he rescued, and then as he continues on through the game and through the world map, you're going to see areas that you can unlock by getting more and more animals. There's a red star ring right there. Very good. A and A is the homing attack. A and B is the jump. So if you push A and then B, you'll always do a double jump. And we did that on purpose to give players more control and freedom. There are going to be some times in levels where you want to double jump, but you'll be locked on, and you don't want to action homing attack. So we've allowed the player to choose when and when they do not want a homing attack and when they do. Small thing, but a big thing, I think, overall. Right here, Sam is going to choose whether he wants to go left or right. He's going to go right, take the harder path. He's using Sonic's shadow to figure out where he's going to land. It's a little dangerous, because if he falls off here, it's death, but he's doing fine. Very good. And now he's going to bounce up and grab the red star ring. Perfect. At this point, he can hop over to the other clouds, the much bigger clouds, and then on to the end of the level. You can see the next part of the level coming up below him here. He's going to skydive down to it. And when skydiving, he can hold down the run button to go to like a faster skydive like that. If he lands on the wooden platform, there you go, he can run alongside these and then take the golden cannon to a running section. There are different speed sections in our levels. And in these sections, Sonic is propelled forward, just running at top speed, but you can navigate him left and right. In this case, he wants to grab the numbers in descending order, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, without hitting the giant, lovely spike balls of death. Generally a good thing. There we go. And at the end of the level, he has 3 different routes he can take. This is the first route with the waterfalls, the second route, which has the spiked balls of death and some waterfalls, and then the third route, the spike pit. Let's take the spike pit route, Sam. Yeah, perfect. So this route, we're going to use the parkour system to run on the walls, and then you can spin dash to get even higher up the wall, and then you just jump back and forth. And you'll notice this in the Wii U version, notice also on the 3DS version. We have very similar mechanics. The little question mark you saw there at the top was the